Isabella Josie of Isabella Josie Millinery, and
I'm Stephanie and I'm from AI Home Beauty Lounge.
And we're here to talk about all hats. So we're going to talk to you about how to wear hats well. And the first topic today is going to be about hats with elastic attachments. So this is a boater hat and it's got a very short crown, and because of that it's always quite good to secure it with something different, so we have the elastic on it as well. I explain how that goes on by looking at Steph's head and obviously my head. So it's always best to have the elastic in a similar colour to your hair. So the one I'm wearing here, if I find it here, is blonde elastic, and it runs behind your ear around the back of the neck, and then you can bury it literally, you can probably see amongst the roots in the hair, so you can then just push the hair
and
over that elastic.
You can back comb it sort of so it brushes out of the way.
And then it also get a little bit of hair and curb it in, a bit of so curvy, so you wouldn't see that attachment at all on your hair when it's just in place properly. And basically it makes it very secure, doesn't move. You can shake your head, you can dance all day, and then you're sorted. So Steph has got short hair at the side. It's very handy to see how hers runs. So her elastic on her head is dark brown, which matches her hair colour. To make it, you can see where she's got very short hair at the back where it sits, so it comes right down under the back of the head, the elastic. So Steph herself has obviously got very short bits here, so you can't really hide that on Steph, but around the sides, you could then pull the hair over that elastic just to blend it away completely. But again, it all blends in well, so that's a good option for Steph, wearing elastic with her hair.
Let's show everyone actually how, and fellow hairdressers like myself, actually how you would actually place that onto someone's head.
Okay, so a hat with elastic, and these are small cocktail hats. They're always best worn like a centimetre, like a finger's width above the eyebrow. They go onto your right hand side. I'm not sure which way the actual camera is facing us today, but this is my right hand side, this is Steph's right hand side. So it goes onto your head here, sitting that finger width above your right eyebrow, and the elastic runs through your hair, obviously so you can't see, it's not over on the forehead, it's not under your chin, that's not a good look. So that's how you position the hats. And it should be quite stable in your Steph.
Yeah, that ain't moving.
So that is how you position it. If you've got a bigger hat, like this boater, as I just mentioned, again, this is quite a good idea to show you because Steph has got different colour elastic from the hair from the elastic, so you can see it better on this one. So it's again, sit it on the hair, the hat goes over, and it tilts down on the right hand side over Steph's eyebrow. And if we Steph's turns around, you'll see where the elastic runs all the way down here under the back of her hair and all the way through again. So that is where the position of the elastic sits, but if that was the same colour as Steph's hair, A, it'll blend in, and you can still hide it better with back combing and things. So thanks, Steph. Beautiful. So that's the first idea of how to put your hats on well with a hat elastic attachment.
So that's hat fittings with elastic attachments. Right.
So sometimes in hats, we make hats that have got a wire hair prongs on them for attachments, and they go on the back of your head. So I'm just going to put it on my head first and I'll set that properly. So these literally go into the back of your head, sliding down into your hair at the back. So I'm going to use our lovely model Steph, and I'm going to position it on the front of her head as you would normally, but the actual,
around.
So these prongs are going to the back of the hat into Steph's hair. So they're sliding down deep inside it, so you can't actually see them as much. And the Steph turns at the front, you can see how it will sit on Steph's head. And back again, Steph. So just here, you already can't see the prong that's in this part of Steph's hair already, but this bit here, again, you can push it in further, and then you can just hook the last little remaining pieces of hair up here. This is great for Steph's hairstyle because when she's got very short hair here, the prongs don't show. So literally the whole hat's attachment is disguised on Steph. You can't see that prong at all. And similar this side, you can't see any prongs coming down. A little bit up here still because we haven't embedded it in Steph's hair properly yet. But again, we can literally pull that over and embed it down, so you couldn't see that hat and how it's held, how the hat's held on Steph's head at all. So that's lovely, Steph. Thank you very much. So that's hats with hair prong.
Hats with hair prongs.
Back again to talk about how to wear a hat well and how to use different hat attachments. So this is a hat we've just been making in my Isabella Josie studio, and it attaches with a metal wire headbands. So this has been wound by me, so it hasn't got the big fat plastic headband you sometimes see on the shop produced hats, but the principles are very similar. The headband is designed to sit right across the top and the sides of your heads. So I'm just going to borrow Steph and I'm putting this onto her. So we've got our two, the reason we make them this way is so you can actually use curvy grips to add further security around these. But this is our hats, and Steph is going to have it in, and she just again slots the bands, the wire into her head. Oh, that's it, perfect. Now Steph, and we'll look. So this is Steph's wearing our hats, positioning it in, and Steph goes sideways. You can see the bits here that are just above her hairline still, but again you'll get your curvy grip and you back comb it over, just put it out, and so it lies over the headband side so you can't see any hair attachment. And that was secure on Steph's really well. It's important to have that the same colour as Steph's hair so it blends in really well and hardly be seen. I've got one here, thank you Steph. Got one other hat here that I've got a single headband on it, a single style of headbands. This one is again metal, but it is one shaft of metal rather than two. So this one I'm going to pop on my head. You can see it's very similar colour headband to my hair. And then you pop it on, again into the hair as well. Picking my fringe across this one side. And then again the hat sits on the right hand side, brushing over the hair over that headband so you can't even see it that side at all. And you're good to go for a great day. How to wear headpieces that have got comb attachments. So this one has got a comb attachment. The combs might be plastic, they might be metal, they might be wider, they might be narrower, lots of different types of comb you get. But basically, just to show you how to secure your headpiece if it's got a comb fitting. So Steph is here, our beautiful model as always, and Steph has got two curvy grips placed on her back comb's hair, like a little cross here. And the best way to anchor a headpiece with a comb is to slide them in so the comb goes behind, you just see here, behind those curvies, and push it down and in.
Without going into my brain.
Without going into our brain. Just to secure it. So have a look for Steph. So little bridle headpiece, well secured on the side of Steph's head. It shouldn't move because that anchor point is right there for her. And this one has also got little tiny elastics to show you an alternative way. So if this didn't have the comb in it, so I can pull the comb out of this one, there are also mini elastic loops, so you could again use that to anchor your headpiece onto the hair instead. So
you can use curvy grips to like get into the
get into the actual attachment bits, elasticy bits.
We are back.
This time with hats that have got a full crown, a deep crown, so you haven't got to have any further hat attachments. So just to show you, some hats don't need extra help with putting on your heads. So this fedora, for example, nice deep crown, straight on your head, and you're sorted. It's not going to fall off. I can do this as well.
Sorted.
Luckily, it should fall off. And you can do that, and that's fine. Very secure, all good to go for a whole day out. Steph's also got a more occasion wear hat on that I've made earlier.
I like this hat. It's one of my favourites.
Oh, it's lovely. And
I like the feathers and the big bow.
And again, because it's got quite a deep crown on it, Steph literally can just pop it on her head, sit securely.
Always keeping everything to the right. Something you've got to keep, watch out for hairdressers out there. So any hair pieces, any hats, always fall onto the right side unless it's been specifically made. Then it may fall on the left, but generally it's to the right side. Is that right, Bella?
Absolutely.
That's right.